Hello, welcome to the Word of Victory on TV at this moment. It's always a joy to bring the Word of the Lord to you. It's an exciting experience, seeing what God is doing via the Word, where the power of His Word, where the unction and the Spirit that is in His Word. Because He said, this Word that I speak unto you, they are Spirit and they are life. And we are looking at the fact that your connections in life determine your progress in life. Right connections lead to progress. Right connections determine progress in life. Joseph was connected to God, and that affected his advancement in life. Joseph was connected to God, and that affected his advancement in life. He had oppositions, he had envy, he had false accusation, but he stayed true to his God. In the heart of Potiphar, his master, Bible says, and the Lord was with Joseph. In Genesis 39, and the Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord was with Joseph. Everything he did prospered because the Lord was with him. So there was this temptation that you are familiar with, that he was brought under. The wife of his master was so interested in him and wanted to have relationship with him, on a very close range and on a very intimate and immoral level. And she was persistent about it because every day she will make advances at Joseph. Joseph was resisting such advances till a point where he could no longer resist. Now, what made him, till the point where he could no longer stay, but finally flee. He couldn't resist. Resistance was no longer enough. Fleeing became the next thing, because there's a point where you resist and there's a point where you flee. And Joseph took his resistance to that point where he had to flee. It was his connection to God that made him to disconnect from that woman. It was his connection to God. It was so tight, was so strong. Is your connection, to God so strong that you can resist and flee, what is going to be pleasurable to your flesh for a period of time, whether a short while or a long while, something that looks temporarily beneficial, something that looks temporarily, good, something that looks temporarily, satisfying, something, that looks temporarily like getting it for free, and something that looks, temporarily like having, human praise and, human, recognition, because the woman was giving him all the chance that nobody will know about this, and what a privilege it would be for Joseph, what a handsome boy he was, what a great time they will have, what secret she could keep, and how much she loved him, and how much she just loved his company, and all those things that could inflame your passion. She was just saying all those things and doing all those things. But he said, look at this, I cannot do this thing against God. I'm too connected to God to disappoint him. In Genesis 39, verse number 8, Genesis 39, verse 8, but he refused